So Z690, this is the newest chipset that came with the 12th gen Intel processors that has the socket 1700 with them. In this video, we're gonna discuss what you need to know about them and what you need to know about them. First is the support for DDR5. Now, DDR5 offers a ton of improvements from DDR4, theoretically on paper, such as faster speeds, faster bandwidths, and higher capacity. Although there is one catch that the latency, the cache latency of the DDR4 is around 16 to 18, but on this one, on the DDR5, it's around 38 to 40. So we need to check that one if there's really a performance gain, a tangible performance gain, real-world performance gain from switching for DDR4 and DDR5. And with this said, with this DDR thing, these boards, that has the Z690 chipset, will come in two flavors. So you have the boards that will support DDR4. Those will be the entry level to the mid-tier, and the ones that will be exclusive to DDR5, which are the higher tier Z690 motherboards. Z690 motherboards. So that's one consideration that you need to check if you're building or upgrading from an older platform to this new architecture, or if you just want to buy a new unit or go with the new architecture, DDR5. So there are two flavors. Next is the inclusion of PCIe 5.0. Now, PCIe 5.0 offers higher speeds per lane so that the devices will use lesser lanes. This results in our motherboards having more M.2 slots. So if you watched our previous video about the TUF Z690, it has 4 M.2 slots. Not only that, the motherboards that will come right now with the Z690 will have a standard header for the USB-C front panel. So before it wasn't there. So now I guess it will be a common thing to see the USB-C connector on either the front panel connector or some header within the motherboard. Another thing that you need to consider about the connectivity is the support for Thunderbolt 4.0 commonly on mid-tier and higher tier boards. So Thunderbolt 4.0 will be supported as a header in the motherboard or even available at the rear I/O of the motherboards. Another thing is the cooler. So for example, you're transforming or you're upgrading from a previous architecture. There are cooler manufacturers that are sending brackets so that you can adapt your older cooler to the new socket, the 1700 socket. However, this new 1700 socket has a lower, thinner height. So, in my opinion, you just need to buy a new cooler if that's not a hassle. You just need to buy a new cooler that supports the 1700 socket. There are several cool ones that are available in the market, such as the ones from Gigabyte that I've seen earlier. The last one that I want to share with you is the use of a different audio codec. So now they are using the ALC 4080 audio codec instead of the ALC 1220 before. So in my opinion, this is just a side grade because these audio codecs has different implementations. But in real-world scenario, from what I checked, they really sound just the same. I cannot tell the difference as a normal person on how different these are. I'm using actually control speakers, but for me they're just the same. So with this said, please do like this video if you like it and if it added value to you, if you learned something, and please do subscribe to our channel because it will help us do more PC hardware reviews, PC content, PC tips, whatever about PC. And see you on the next video. So we're gonna be uploading this weekend, and check out our next video.